In this video, we're going to create a full e-commerce website using free Blocksy theme and free plugins. Hi, my name is Stratos and I'm constantly producing video tutorials about WordPress. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. This is the website that we're going to create. In the header, we have the logo and of course the menu. We have a search element and we have also the cart item here. In the top, we have the contact information and we have the social icons right here and also the account page. Next, we have the hero section, we have a who we are section, product section, people say about us, so this is the testimonials, and this is a subscribe form. After that, as you can see, I have created a simple footer. Then we have the shop page where we can see the products, and in the shop page we also have filters in the left and we can filter the products here. So we have a price slider and we can filter the prices and the products that we want to see based on the prices, and of course we can select a category and those products will filter out to both selections. After that, if we go into a product, we will see how we have styled the single product page. This is the one, and then we have an about us page, and last we have the contact page. So this is the website that we're going to recreate step by step. You will find the images in a link in the description and you can follow along and recreate this website. We are starting with the fresh installation, so we have to go and set up our installation. Let's go first into the posts, all posts, and if you have any post inside here, you should trash it. And let's go into the trash and let's empty the trash. After that, we can go into the pages and here we will find the sample page, and we're going to trash that also. And let's go into the trash and empty the trash. After that, go into the comments, and if you find any comments here, do the same, delete it, and then go into the trash and empty the trash. Inside the plugins, if you have any plugins, just select those, uninstall them or deactivate them first and then delete them. After that, let's go into the appearances, themes, and here we have 3 themes. This is the default themes that we can see in every WordPress installation. And here I'm going to select this one and I'm going to delete it. Okay, and also I'm going to delete the 2020 and I'm just going to leave the 2021 for the moment. After that, let's go into the settings and let's go into the general. Here you will have to go and select the site title, and we're going for an e-commerce title. The tagline, this is, as it says here, a few words that explains what this site is about. So this is about clothing, so clothing. Clothing and more, something like that. Okay, after that we have the URL and the site URL. I'm going to change those. And after that, we have the time zone, which is, as you can see, UTC 0. So we're going to change that to the actual place that we have here. I'm not going to select the UTC time zone because we have the daytime saving. So I don't want to change it every time we change the hour. So let's go into the Europe first, Europe. And then I'm going to select Athens because I'm in Athens. And after that, we have to change the date format and the time format. So let's change that to something that is more close to your country. Okay, here we put first the month and then first the date and then the month. And after that, for the time format, I'm going for 24 hours format. Okay, after that, let's save changes. Let's go into the reading, and here we're going to change that to 20 posts. Okay, and then 20 items. This is more for something that we used to do back when we had the RSS, but I'm used to do that every time. And I'm going to select to have that in expert. After that, here, as you can see, I have selected the search engine visibility. It's selected because this is something that I don't want that to be indexed from Google or other search engines. But in your case, please do not check this. Please deselect that. It should be empty so Google and other search engines can crawl your website and see what's about. Let's save changing here. And after that, let's go into the discussion. Here, I'm going to deselect those 3. So those 3 boxes should be empty. And after that, let's go and save the changes. Okay. And after that, let's go into the permalinks and let's change that to the post name and again save changes. Okay, we're good to go for the settings at this moment, and next up is go into the appearances, themes, and we're going to install a theme. I'm going to install the Blocksy theme because I do think that it's the best one for an e-commerce website among the free themes that we have at the moment. So let's go and type Blocksy. And let's hit install. Okay, after that I'm going to activate that, and it will ask me to install also the Blocksy companion, which I'm going to do at this moment. So hit install and activate. As you can see, it's installing and activating that. And then if you want to share your information and help them improve themselves, you can allow and continue, or hit skip if you don't want them to get any info for you. So here we have some settings. As you can see, it's already selected from here, the Blocksy. And as you can see, we have some settings that if you click, you're going straight into the customizer and you can see what you can change there. But also we have some extension, as it says here, and this is the free extension because we don't have the pro version. So I'm going to select to activate the cookies concept because I do want to have something for the cookies. If you want to have a newsletter subscribe, you can activate that too. And then you can select the product reviews here. Keep in mind that the product reviews, it's not for the WooCommerce products, it's something different. So it's not for your clients, for your visitors to go and select a product and review that. It's for you to create reviews for your products. So it's not for your clients. Okay, then we have the trading posts and the widgets here. Next step is going into the plugins, and we're going to add a new plugin, and that will be the Kadence blocks. With that plugin, we're going to build a website. We're going to build the pages. Okay, install the Kadence blocks. Here it is. And I'm going to activate that. Now let's scroll down, and as you can see here, the large template says that it's 1140, and for the content width at this moment from the theme, that's where this number comes from, is 1290 pixels. So I'm going to change that to 1290 pixels. So the large template of the Blocksy, of the Kadence blocks, will be the same as the Blocksy theme. Okay, let's save those changes. And now let's go into the pages, all pages. Here we're going to add some pages. So we need a home page, we need another page for the contact page, we need another page for the company. So let's start by creating 3 pages. And then we're going to install the WooCommerce, and it will create the page, the shop page for us. So we're going to start from the home page. Okay. Let's publish and publish. After that, I'm going to close that, and I'm going for the next one, which will be the About Us page. About Us. Let's publish and publish, and then let's close that and create the contact page. Okay, publish and publish. I do like to create the pages first and then go create the menu after that. So let's go for the pages, and let's go into the appearances, and let's go for menus. Here we're going to create the main menu, and I'm going to name it as main. You can name it however you want. So let's go and select the main here. After that, you can create the menu. And I'm going to select those 3 pages that we have at this moment. If you cannot see them all, just select view all and you will see those here. You have 3 home because one of those is a link. So even if you select all of those and add those to menu, you will see that one of those is a custom link. So you can remove that from your menu and just leave the page, the home page here. So I'm going to put that on top, and then we have the About Us, and then we have the contact page. Okay, let's save that menu. And next thing is going to upload the media that we're going to use. If you want to follow this tutorial, you can just download the assets, the images from the description. I will have a link in there. And you can just follow with the images that I have selected for you. But if you want, you can just add your own images and follow the tutorial as well. Okay, let's go into the media. And here I'm going to select add new, and I'm going to upload all the images at once because I do like them to be inside and it will make my life easier later on. Now remember that I have already do some work with the images. Those images are not the full size as I have downloaded those from the website that I download them. Sorry for my English. So if I select an image, you will see that the size is 161 kilobytes, and as you can see the dimension is 1600 by 900. And if I go to another, you will see the same dimensions, and the file size is 106 kilobytes. So all the images are already compressed. The maximum width is 1600, and you will see that there are no images that are more from 220 kilobytes. This is the biggest one, I think, and every single one of those is already compressed. So you have to compress your images before uploading them to the website. There are tools that compress images after you upload them, but everyone that is building website usually compress the images and maybe crops them before uploading those to the internet, to the website. After that, you will see, once you select an image, you will see that we have alternative text. This should always be filled with something. So this is the logo of our company. So I should put here logo, and then maybe the company name, e-commerce or something, e-commerce logo, something like that. And then you can go into the next one and add the alternate text. Of course, you can do it later on in the tutorial. We will see that we are going to edit the alternate text later, depending on when we're going to use the images. But you should know that we should always have some alternate text filled inside here. Okay, let's close that. Next thing is to edit the customizer and try to adjust and change the layout of our website. So let's go into the appearances and let's go into the customize, and I'm going to open that in a new tab. Okay, now keep in mind that at this moment I don't have anything created in my home page, so I don't really know how it really looks. So in order to have an opinion on how the website is looking, I usually go back and open the pages, go into the all pages, and add an image into the home page. So let's do that. Let's go and edit the home page, and let's go. Again, it's not fully editing the home page. I'm going just to add an image, and later on we're going to see everything later. So I'm going to add a blog, and I'm going for a section blog. Sorry, for a row blog. Row layout, and I'm going to put that with a single row. And I'm going to select here the full width, and then I'm going to add here an image. And we're going to delete that after this one. And for the media library, I'm going to select an image for the media library. Okay, this one, I'm going to select it. I'm going to leave the alternate text empty at this moment because I'm going to delete that after this full width, and let's update that. After that, we're going back into the media library, we're going into the settings, and here for the reading, I'm going to select the home page displays, and I'm going to select here that says a static page, and then select the home. So this means that whenever a person, a visitor comes to our website, he will always see the home page first. Okay. Now we can just go and refresh the home page, and you will see instead of this, we will see the image that we have selected for the home page. And this is how the website is looking. So let's go into the general and let's go for the layout. Here we can see that we have the maximum site width to be 1290. Usually I put something between 1200 to 1300. And usually I don't put anything over 1300. This is because in most cases your customer will come with the normal laptop, which will have a width, the standard width of the screen for most laptops are 1366 pixels. So you want to have a number less than that in order to have some space between the logo and the beginning of the page and the end of the menu and the end of the page. And this is the width of the content. So keep in mind that you have to put a number that it's a little bit less than 1366 in order to keep your website better looking for the most common laptops that your visitors will come from. Okay, then we have the content area spacing. I'm not going to change that, but this is, as you can see, between the main content area and the header and the footer. So this is the area that it's talking about. I'm going to leave it at 60 pixels, and you're going to see later on why. And I'm not going to change anything from here. Let's go into the buttons, and here you can select the minimum height of the buttons if you want to have a hover effect and how you want to design those buttons. This is the default settings, of course, for the theme. After that, we have the breadcrumbs that we're going to touch those inside the WooCommerce later on. And let's go to the next one, which is the form elements and how the form should be displayed. And you can see here how it looks. Again, this is for Gutenberg and the Blocksy theme. Entry content and the content spacing is comfortable. I'm not going to change any of that. And here we have the social network accounts. Here you should go and put your Facebook account, your email account, and your Instagram and every other social that you have inside here. So for Facebook, I'm going to put facebook.com, and it should be a link. So it should have HTTPS, and this is the full URL. After that, let's go for the LinkedIn, and this is the LinkedIn URL .com. Okay, then we have the Instagram. And I'm going to stop here because you do know how to fill those boxes. So let's go back now. And then we're going for the visitor engagement. Here you can put the Google Analytics version 3 or the version 4 number if you have any tracking ID. So you can put it here. It's better to use a Google Analytics because it's free and you have to see your website and what's going on inside here. After that, you're not going to change any of those. Let's go back and let's go to the scroll to top. If you want to have the scroll to top icon into your right box, into your right corner, bottom right, then you can select and enable that. I usually don't like to have scroll on top icons. If I need to put an icon here, I usually put an icon for the contact information or something that you can chat with the client, with the owner of the website. I do not usually put the scroll to top icon. And then we have the website frame. I don't want to put any frame for the website. Manage options if you want to export those and import to another website. This is from here. Okay, let's go now from the general to the header, and this is the header builder. Okay, here I'm going to select the logo. As you can see, this corresponds to the logo here, and as you can see, I can click select logo and select the logo. I do have the alternative text already filled, so I'm going to select here select, and then I'm going for the logo height, which is 50 pixels. I'm going to change that to 180, something like that. No, 150. I think this is better. And I'm going to disable the site title. I don't want the e-commerce here to be displayed. Now, for me, it's too big, so I'm going for 120. And I think that this is better. Maybe 100. Yeah, something like that. I think this is better for me. Okay, so this number depends on your logo, and prefer a logo that it's more pixels in width than in height. Do not add square logos here. They usually don't look great. Prepare a logo, a new logo for your website that it's bigger in width than in height. Okay, then you can, if you want, display the site tagline, and I don't like to do that. And the content alignment, I'm going to leave it as it is. After that, we have here the menu, and I'm going to select here and select the menu main. It's the default as you see, and it's the same menu, but if you're going to create another menu, we don't want to confuse the website, and we want that to be selected here from the beginning. After that, we have some options here for the hovering effects and the active, and as you can see, this is underlined, so we have a little line here that is already underlined. This color is inside the design, so you can change it there. This has a background and this has a line on both top and bottom. If you like something like that, you can select that and change the settings from the design later on. I usually put that as type 1. Then we have the item spacing, that's the spacing between the words. So if you want less spacing between the links, you can select something different. I'm going to leave it as 25. And if you want to stretch the menu to the full width, you can do that from here. I usually don't do that also. Then we have the drop-down options, and the drop-downs are those links that are inside another link, so they are nested. We don't have anything inside here, but if we had, we can change the settings from here. So you can have a simple or a solid color. We have the spacing inside there, and this is the vertical spacing between the links. And we have the reveal effect. It's the default inner reveal, opacity, or simple. Then you have the width of the whole box, and they have offset and horizontal offset. Okay, after that, we're going for the design. And here you should select the colors that you want. Keep in mind that we have not already created our color palette. We're not created, but edit our color palette. So if you have colors, you can just wait and come back here after you set first the colors. We're going to do that in the next step. Okay, let's go for the font, and as you can see, you can select here the font, and we're going to put here a font, Roboto, and this is the font for the menu. So I'm going for Roboto, and for the 12 pixels, I'm going to select here 17. Okay, I'm going to select to be regular for the weight, and I don't like to be all caps, so I'm going here. I'm going to click in the 3 dots, and I'm going to select here to be non-capitalized, so something like that. And this is how I want the menu to look: home, about us, and contact. If you think that it's way too big, then you can go and put something like 15. Okay, I think we're good for here. And you can select the colors. I'm not going to change the colors at this moment, and we're going to do that in the next step. Okay, after that we have also the search, and as you can see, the icon size is 15. We have the visibility. You can change and not display the search inside the tablet or the mobile view, and the placeholder text is search. If you click it, you will see how it looks. So I'm going to click it, and as you can see, this is the placeholder text is search. Okay, we have live search images and the search criteria, so where you want those to be filtered and what you want the visitors to search. I usually only leave posts here, products here, and I deselect the posts and the pages. Let's publish that. And you can also design and change the color that we have at this moment. So let's go back, and again, let's go back. And let's go straight to the colors, and first we're going to change that. So here we have the color 3, which is usually for the base text, as you can see here, and we're going to change that to a black. I do like to have black for the text, and you can change the color here, but I do like that to be black inside my palette. After that, you can change the colors for the primary color and here for the secondary color, so you can have something that is closer to your logo and your company. So let's go and grab something to search the color. So color eyedropper, pick a color, and I'm going to pick, it doesn't work great inside the customizer as I can see, so let's escape that and let's go and see. Let's save it first. Okay, publish that, and let's see how it looks in the front end. And now let's go and pick the color. Color eyedropper, pick a color. Okay, and now I'm going to pick this dark blue, this one. So copy that. And let's go into the colors, and I'm going to select here and paste it here. Okay, and then let's go back to the colors here, and let's pick another one, which will be a lighter blue. Something like that. Okay, after that, let's go here and select the second color and paste that also here. I don't think that's light enough. Maybe I haven't copied. Yeah, I think I haven't copied that. So let's copy that and let's go here and paste it. Okay, so this is the first color that I have, and this is the secondary color. Okay, let's publish that. And let's go back to the colors. Okay, first let's go and see that you can change the heading colors, as you can see here, and you can change the base text and your links and your text selection, your borders and everything else. I'm not going to change anything inside here except the site background. Let's see if it's white. It's not exactly white, so I'm going for a white. I'm going to put that as FF, so it's white. Okay. Next, let's go back and let's go into the typography, and here you can select the base font, which will be for me the Ubuntu or the Roboto or something different. Okay, Ubuntu. So whenever you add a text or something, it will grab the Ubuntu. Of course, you can have something different for your headings, and you can select here for that. But if you don't select anything different, it will always take the Ubuntu. Now, for the menu, have selected something different. I think we selected the Roboto, but it doesn't matter. Okay. After that, let's go back and let's go back to the header. And now that we have this one, the menu and the search that are ready, let's go into the menu and let's go into the design, and we can see that the color when I hover is this one, the color 2, and I want that to be the dark one, so I'm going to select that. After that, I'm going for the search and I'm going to the design and select the same here to be this one, the dark. Okay, publish that. And let's go now back, and here we have some elements, and we can drag those and drop it inside our builder. So we're going to use the top row, and we're going to select first the account and put it in here. So we're going to fix it later on when we have the WooCommerce website for the account. We're going also to add the social, and I'm going to put those in the right end before the account. So here are the socials. And then I'm going to select the HTML and I'm going to put that in the left. So this is what we're going to have. After that, I'm going to select the top row and I'm going to select here the gear icon. And here I'm going for the design and I'm going for the bottom border. I'm going to select that to be line, and I'm going to, as you can see, we have a line here. It's not full width, as you can see, but we can change that to full width. And then we can go and select the color to be, if you want, black, but it's not pleasant to the eyes. I usually put something like gray, so you can leave it as it is, or you can go and put that in black and just change the transparency to something like 20%, 0.15, something like that. Not white, black. Okay, something like that. So it's not too hard for your eyes. Okay, let's publish that. And now let's go into the social, and here is the social that we have added, the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Instagram. You can add if you want something different, and if you want, you can also rearrange those. You cannot edit the Facebook URL. That was from the customizer in the general settings in the socials. So if you want to change the URL, you are going inside there. After that, we can select the open links in a new tab. Yes, I want that. And I don't want the links to not follow. I will leave it as there are. The icon size is 15 and I'm going to leave it as 15, and the spacing is 15 and I'm going to put it something like 12. Okay. Then we have the icon's color. You can go for the official color, or you can go for a custom color and you can put it however you like. I do like the official colors because it's easier for the visitors to identify the social icons inside here. Then we have the rounded or square if you want it, but I'm going to put it as none. If you want to put it rounded, then remember to resize those because they're way too big. Let's put that as none, and we have the label visibility. I'm not going to change that as well. Okay, then we have the design, and you can put a margin if you want here. I'm going to leave those as it is. I think it's looking okay. And then let's go for the HTML. And here we're going to put something for the visitor to find us easier. So this will be the telephone number, and this will be also the email that we have. So the telephone number is +3, and then we have something like 212, 212, 212, and 212. I don't know, something like a number. And then we were going to put here this symbol, the line, this line, and then we're going to put the email, which will be info.ecommerce.com. Now we want those to be linked. So if the visitor will come from his mobile phone, he will click the link of the phone number and he will go straight ahead and call the phone number that we have here. So how to do that? We select that and we're going to select here that says insert edit link, and then we're going to put here tel and semicolon and then the full number. So plus 13 212 212 212 212, whatever you have in here, and then we're going to hit apply. After that, we're going to click outside and then select the email. I'm going to do the same, insert edit link, and as you can see, it already grabbed the mail to semicolon, which is the default prefix that we want to use in order for the application that my client or my visitor uses whenever he tries to send an email to kicks in automatically. So I'm going to hit enter and we have those two links inside here. Now let's go to the design so we can design the links, and as you can see we have the default family to be 15 pixels, and I usually put that a little bit less, and I'm going for something like 13 pixels, no, 14 pixels, something like that. We have the line height, we have the letter spacing, and then we have the default weight, and I do want those to be black, and here we have the links. Those are links, so I'm going to put that also to be black because I don't like those to be in blue. Okay, I'm going to publish that, and after that we can go and select here for the header builder to view the tablet mode. Okay, this is the tablet view, and as you can see, we have here the logo, and then the menu became the hamburger icon. So what we need to do here is style how it looks. The logo is fine here, and for the trigger, which is this icon, you can go click here and select if you want the size to be a little bit less, to be a different type. So you have here this icon and this icon. I'm going to leave it as it is. The style to be outlined as solid, and the design to be a little bit a different color if you want. I'm going to leave it as it is. After that, if we click it, we will see how it looks. And as you can see, it's white color, white text to black background. And once you hover it, it comes into blue color. So let's close that. No, let's leave it open and let's go and just click the mobile menu here. And here we have the drop down toggle icon. We have the symbol or the border for the drop down toggle shape. And for the design, we're going to select the font to be something like 15, something like that, 15. Okay, the bold, now bold, I want that to be medium 500, something like that. And of course, I don't want that to be capitalized, and it's not, but if it was, you just select that not to capitalize. Okay. After that, we have the drop-down font. We don't have any drop-downs here, but if we had, you can select and edit that inside here. Now, for the color, I'm not going to leave it as white. I do like to have white background with black color. So I'm going to change that to black. And of course, I cannot no longer see the text, but it's there. And for the hover, I'm going to select this one. Okay. And now I'm going to select the gear for the off-canvas area. Select here. And here, let's go first to the design and select for the panel background to be white. This is the white, so select this one. Okay, now we have the menu back. Let's go back to the general, and we can see that we have the model or side panel. The model is just as a pop-up, and the side panel is something that will come from the side, and I like it better this one. And we have the reveal from left side or right side. I usually leave it as a right side because most visitors are right-handed, and they usually hold the telephone or the mobile phone with the right hand. Okay, then we have the width of the panel, and as you can see is 65 viewport width, and this is 65% of the width that we have inside here. I think for the tablet is way too big, and I'm going to put something like 50. Okay, and the vertical alignment, I usually put that in the middle, or if you have not a big menu like this one here. Maybe you want that to be on top. Now, keep in mind that I haven't selected the mobile menu, and this is why it says About Us, Contact, and Home in the reverse order, because I didn't select the menu to be the main menu. So in order to do that, I have selected the mobile menu and select here to be the main. After that, it will rearrange those, and let's go back to the off canvas area, and we're back here. Let's go for 50. Okay. And the horizontal alignment, you can put that in the center, but I don't like how it looks, so I'm going to put that here. Okay, then we have the design, and you can select the panel backdrop to be something different if you want shadow or close button. Okay, the close button color is from here, and we have to put here the black in order to see it. Okay, and after that, hover, let's go black again. Okay, publish that, and now let's go for the tablet view. For the mobile view, sorry. And as I can see, this is also way too big. So let's go into general and let's put that for something like 60, something like that. Okay, now this depends on the words that you have, but I do like 60, and I'm going to put that in the middle for the mobile view, something like that, as you can see here. Okay, let's publish that, and if you want, you can change the text that you have for the mobile menu by selecting here, go into the design and select different text for the tablet, for the mobile. If you see here 3 icons, that means that these changes only affect the view that you have here, and also it will be inherited in the next smaller screen if you just not edit that. So if I select something here for the tablet, it will go into the mobile as well. But if I want, I can change the mobile here, and it will not affect the tablet view. It will inherit only for the lower screens. Okay, we're not going to change anything inside here at this moment. Okay, so we have finished with the mobile menu, but as you can see here, we don't have any search. So if you want to put a search for the mobile as well, you have to add it yourself manually. In order to do that, just go back into the elements and let's go into the search and add that in here as well. Search. Okay, in the free version, you cannot add the search inside here. So in the pro version of Blocksy, I usually use the pro version, I have a search box and I use that in the mobile menu. I cannot do that. So if you want, just put the search next to the trigger and you're good to go. You will have the search here. Now remember, we're going to add also the cart icon for the menu. And if you feel that those 3 icons are overwhelming, just remove the search. Okay, it depends what you want to do with your website. Let's publish that. And let's go back to the general elements and to the customizer and select here for the PC view. And here then we have the footer. Okay, we're not going to edit the footer here. We're going to do it later on in the tutorial because I want to add content inside first. And then we have the performance. And if we click here, we will see that we have dynamic CC output and disable emoji scripts and lazy load images. I'm going to leave it everything as it is. These are great. And next thing is the pages. Okay, pages. I'm not going to edit the post at this moment. Pages. So we have the page title that is here, and I'm going to remove that. And as you can see now, here is the header, and between that line and the image here, there is something like a space inside here. Now this is a space because we have some area vertical spacing inside here. And if we go here, you can see that now we don't have anything. It's the area is disabled. We don't have any space. This little space is from the page itself, but the page starts here. It does have a little bit of padding inside here. Now, I do like to leave the top and bottom space inside here, and I change the space into the 3 pages myself custom because I do like to have this space inside my single post elements, my archive post elements, and the products for WooCommerce and also the archive pages. So I do like that space to be there. Because we have too many pages that we want the space and fewer of the pages that we don't want to have the space, I usually leave here as it is, top and bottom space, and go into the pages that I don't want and change that manually. So if you want to do that at this moment, change that to top and bottom, or remove that as disabled and change it manually to the pages that you don't want to have that disabled. Hopefully you have understand what I'm talking about. Okay, and we have the featured image, her box, and comments. I don't want to have any comments inside my pages. Okay, let's close that, and now I can publish that. And now we can go into the cookie concept, and this is the cookie concept and how it looks. I usually put that on the bottom. I like that, and you can change, of course, the text and the button. After that, you can change the privacy policy, and as it says here, I accept the privacy policy, and this is the link. The privacy policy is already inside the pages, but it's not published. So if you have not any privacy policy, just go and create one, or edit that, and after that publish it. Okay, and then in the design, you can change the font color, you can change the border color from here, the background color, and everything is set. Let's publish that again. Let's go back. And then we have the site identity. Let's click here, and we have the site title, tagline, and this is the site icon. This is the favicon. This is how it is usually common name, the favicon. This is the name of the tab, the icon of the tab. So up here, the visitor will see an icon, and he will know what tab is opened every time. So I'm going to select the icon size, the icon, and I'm going to select something from my website. Usually you should use something like 512 pixels by 512. This should be square, and I don't have any square favicons, and I'm going to select that, and it will crop a little bit my icon, but it's not a problem. So crop image, so it's going to add the image as you can see here inside the tab. So let's publish that. And let's go back, and here we have also the menus, the widgets, and the homepage settings. Nothing from here is going to affect us at this moment, so we're not going to change anything. So we're going to close the editor for the moment, and we're going to visit it later on in our tutorial. Okay, let's close that. And now we're going back to the pages, and here I have the page open. Let's close that, and here is the page and how it looks. Okay, let's close that, and let's close the pages, and here we have the pages that we have. So let's edit the home page, and we're going to start by clicking inside the Kadence icon and inside the blocks default. Okay, after that, let's go into the section. Let's go into the row layout, and here I'm going for the padding and margin. I'm going to select the padding to be 75 for the bottom, and for the structure settings I'm going to select that content max width inherit from theme. This is very important for me because this will keep the content to be maxed in the width that we have set already. The number was 1295 as I remember, and let's save and close. You will see later on what that means, but keep in mind that you have to set it in the beginning. Now, if you want also to have something different for the spacer, you can select it for here. I usually put that around 40, and I usually don't enable the divider. I deselect it and save that just to have a space to add whenever I want. I don't usually use the divider. Okay. So after that, we're going back into the Blocksy, and here we're going for the page structure that says here, we're going for the content area vertical spacing, and here we're going to select custom and then disable. This means that it will delete the space that we have on top. So if we go and open a page now, we're going to see that it has space on top because I haven't saved it. But if I go and update that, and refresh here, I'm going to see that this is closer now to the image. Okay, so let's go and select that, and now I'm going to remove the block. Okay, so we're going to start with an empty page. Let's click here the plus icon. I'm going to select the row layout, and this is something that you should always add, the row layout, because it's going to style the row and it's going to leave a little bit of space into the left and to the right, which looks great in the mobile view. If you don't add that, then the content will not look too great in the mobile view. So always start from that. Okay, we're going to select the first, which is the row. I don't want any columns inside here. And now I have something like this. Inside here, I'm going to add the header that I want to add, but first I'm going to add the background. So I have the row layout selected. If we have something different selected, you can just click the row layout, and then you can go into the settings, and then you can go for the background settings and select the background image. So let's select the image, and I'm going for this one. It says Logistics Hero. This is the title of the image, and I'm going to name it as e-commerce or something like that. Okay, let's copy that and put that in the alternative text as well. Okay, and select that. And this is how it looks. I'm going to update that in order to see how it looks in the front end. And of course, this is how it looks at this moment. I want to put that in the full width because this is the background. So what I'm going to do is go into here, into the row settings, and I'm going to change that to full width. That will stretch the background into full width. It will keep the content inside the width that we have set for the Blocksy theme, but it will stretch the background. So update that and see how it looks in the front end now. And as you can see, it's going from the beginning into the end. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go into the background settings. And this is, as you can see, we have also some other settings like the left and the top here numbers. And this is where it's the focal point. And this is the point that it will always be visible no matter how big is the screen. So even if the image is way too small to show, the paper will be always in the middle and it will always be shown. After that, you can select to contain or auto. I usually put that cover. You can play with the settings and see the differences. And you can go into the fixed if you want to create something like a parallax effect, but I usually put that on scroll. Okay. Then we have the background overlay setting, which is crucial for backgrounds because we do need the font on the top to be more easily displayed. So we want to put a darker color, overlay color into the background so the text will be easier to read. And usually I go and put the overlay color to black, something like that. And usually I put that 50%. Something like that. No, 40, 50. Okay, update that. And then you can go and click the plus icon here, select an heading. So let's go into the heading. And we have the heading and the advanced heading. The blue icons means that are from the Blocksy theme, from the Kadence blocks. And I usually use those because we have more control over those blocks. So what we want to put here is the name of our website or what we have for the main tagline, clothes and more. Okay, and I'm going to put that to be white color. Okay. And if you want to put that in the middle, that's fine. I'm usually going to put that in the left. I like it in the left as it is. Okay, underneath that, I'm going to add a button that says buy now or something. So let's go for button. And as you can see, we have buttons and advanced buttons. We're going to use the advanced buttons. And here we're going to select it. This is it. And I'm going to type buy now, or CR collection or something like that. And then we can also create another button and put something like contact us now. You want to engage with the customer, the visitor, and you want to use what methods you have. The buttons are a great method for the customer to be engaged with a website. So you want those customers to contact you, or better, go and buy from the website immediately. So let's go and add another button by going into the advanced settings, and here click Add Button. As you can see, it's going one next to the other. So here will be Contact Us, Contact Us, and I'm going to delete everything else. Now I need to go and style that. So I need for the first one to put a little bit of different text color and background color. Let's go for white background. Okay, and let's go for dark text color, something like that. And in hover, I'm going for the background color to leave it as white, but for the text color, I'm going to put that to be light blue. Okay, something like that. For the second button, I'm going to change that to text color black. No, sorry, white, something like that, with no background and no border. So let's go and remove the color from here. I don't want any border, and if you cannot remove it, just go and put the 0 as a transparency, and it will be removed. Okay. So I want to put like that. Once I hover, I want to have the background to be black and the text color to stay the same. So background color to be black. Okay, something like that. Let's update and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, I need to put the border here with the white color because I don't like how it looks at this moment. It's not an icon really. It's not a button really how it looks. So let's go for the background hover border. Let's go for normal and border color. Select that to be white. Okay, something like that. And once we hover, we want that to be dark as well. Okay, let's update that and see how it looks. Okay, and I know that I have here a dark border and I want to put that in white as well. So let's click here and let's select the border color to be white. And for the hover, let's select that to stay also white. Okay, I think it's better, and let's see how it looks in the front end. Yeah, I think it's better. Now, what I want to do that is put that in the left. So I'm going here into the settings and I'm going to put that in the left. Let's update that and let's see how it looks. Okay, and I think we are okay with that. Next is to put some margin, basically some padding inside here, so the image will grow bigger. So we're going to select the row layout and I'm going to put for the padding and margin, let's go for the top and put something like 250, and the same for the bottom, 250. Let's save that, refresh here in the front end, and this is how it looks right now. And I need a little bit of space inside here, so let's go and add underneath the buttons or inside here if you want. Let's add a spacer, and let's update. I have already set it as 440 pixels, so I think we're okay. Let's see how it looks in the front end. Yeah, I think it's look better. Maybe it would be better if it was 20, not 40, I think. Let's update that and let's refresh, and I think it's better. Now, if you have another also text here, it should be added underneath. Maybe you have something different, buy the best clothes in the market or something different. Remember that you have select here the one title to be H1 and every other title to be H2 or less. Usually we just leave H1 as one text and not anything else. Now Google at this moment doesn't really care about HTML settings. Okay, so let's continue by going into the next block. I'm going to click plus icon and I'm going also to create the row layout. So every block is a new row layout. What I usually put here is something for our company. Let's select this one. So you want to type something so the visitor will trust your company and buy your products. But you may also put here your products themselves and not anything inside here, and leave it as a third block inside that page. So we're going to here select something different. it's better to go with 2 columns, and you're going to see the structure and how it is designed to work here. So let's delete first this one, or not delete, just add another column. Here that says columns, I'm going to choose 2 columns. So this is how it looks at this moment. I want to have text inside here, and this should be an image. So I'm going here and I'm going to add an image. And for the image, I'm going to select media library, and I'm going to select this one. Okay, I know that this has nothing to do with clothes, and of course I don't have any images here for clothing, but you get the picture. So we have here the company, and this is the e-commerce, or about us, or something like that. About us. And we're going to copy that and paste that also for the alternate text. Let's select that. And I'm going to leave it as this for now, and you're going to see how I'm going to fix it how to style it to look a little bit better. And here I'm going to also click the plus icon, select the advanced heading here, and select something like about us, or who we are, or something like that. Who we are. Okay. And then underneath that, I'm going to select the paragraph, and here I'm going to type something for our company. Something like we are in the business for 20 years or something. We're selling the best clothes, and we have guarantee that it will last 5 washings in the washing machine. I don't know, something that will gain trust to your clients, and you will help yourself sell more products. So type something here, make it a small, 2 paragraphs, or I don't know, 50 words, something like that. Do not go overwhelming here, just an introduction about your company. I'm going to put here a lorem ipsum text. So let's go grab the lorem ipsum. Okay, I'm going to type it here, paste it here, and of course it's way too big for me, and I'm going to delete here, and here I'm going to hit enter just to have 2 separate paragraphs, something like that. Okay, maybe delete also this line. Delete that and update. So let's go first and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, and this is how it looks, as you can see. Now I want to put the text to be in the middle. So first thing, I'm going to select here the row here into the text or something, and then click into the section. When I click into the section, I have here the settings for the vertical align or align middle. Once I do that, you cannot see any changes here, but if you update and see how it looks in the front end, you will see now that the text is in the middle. Now, if you want, you can put here something like a separator, but I usually don't like to add lines underneath. I think it's old style, but it may be just me. Okay, now what I want to do is make this image bigger. So I want that to start from the beginning of the page. Now, keep in mind that it's not a background, it's the content, and the content is set in the max width of 1290 pixels. So what I want to do now is go into the row itself and select into the structure and disable the content max width inherit for the theme. And this will say that you don't need to apply now the maxed width, you go with the full page. So you can now update, and let's go and see how it looks now. And as you can see, nothing changed, but if I go now and select the row layout and go and select here to be full width, now it will go full width. Okay, update that. And let's refresh, and you will see now that we have the full width. Now it's not touching the left side of the page because I have a little bit of padding inside here. So I have to go into the padding and margin and select the padding left to be 0, but it may be into the section and not here. But let's go and try it. Let's put the left to be 0, update that, and let's go and refresh here. And see, no, it was from the row. So as you can see now, I have the image to be here, and it starts from the beginning of the page. Now, I don't like that the text is from the end, from the beginning of the column to the end of the column. So I need to go and change a little bit of the styling here, but the image is looking good. So let's go back and let's select that section. Let's select here first an element and then the section. And now I can go into the padding and margin, and I can go for the padding right first and go around 50 And for the left, I'm going to leave it as 0. Let's update that and see how it looks. Maybe I need to put 100 and not 50. Yeah, maybe I need to put something bigger, 100, something like that. Update that. And once it's saved, let's refresh here and see how it looks. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better, but I would like to be a little bit more. 200 for the right. Update that and refresh here. No, sorry, not here. Refresh here and see how it looks. Yeah, for me, it's looking better. Now, since I have put a little bit of margin inside here, a padding inside here, sorry, inside the section, let's go and open the, sorry, not the content style, let's go padding and margin. We have the 200 here in the right. You have to remember that this will also be inherited in the mobile and the tablet view. So if you cannot remember it later on, you should do it right away. You should go into the tablet and see how it looks. And because it will not look good, you should go and remove that. So padding, right, and then put 0 here. And it will go full width. Update that, and then let's go into the mobile view and see how it looks in the mobile. And for the mobile, I need to put a little bit of padding into the left. So left, let's go for 10. And right, let's go for 10 as well. Okay. Let's update that. And now let's go for the full width again, the computer width or computer view. And we're going to add here the products, but I don't have any products at this moment. So I'm going to add a row layout. I'm going to add here one column. I'm going to add here the heading. And I'm going to name it as products or something. But I'm not going to put anything inside here at the moment. I'm just going to put that in the middle and I'm going to leave it as it is. And next we have something for our testimonials, something to prove to the visitors that we are a good company and quality company and we sell quality products. So row layout again, and we need something like that. And here we're going to put the header first, advanced heading, okay, not header, heading. And we're going to say that people say about us, or what they say about us. I think it's better than testimonials. Sorry that I lost the heading element. So let's change that to a heading element. Okay. People say about us. I think it's a little bit better than just testimonials. Okay, let's put that in the middle, and after that we're going to put the testimonials. Let's click here. Let's search for testimonials. This also is from the Kadence blocks themes. And here we're going to start by the style, how you want that to look. I don't like the image on top. I do like the image on bottom. Of course, I'm not going to use an image, but I do like it's better, or maybe this style, something like that. Okay, so let's select that. Testimonial items, maybe 4. I think 4 columns. This is the columns that you want. So 2 columns, and you're going to switch to another 2 columns later on. So 2 testimonials and then the other 2, and then the gap that are between them. Then we have the container settings, and you can select the settings for the container and the border color. As you can see, everything is in here. Icon settings, title settings, rating, padding, and everything else. Okay, so this is the best product I have ever used. As I say, best product ever. I'm going to select that to be best company. And then we have the text, which is of course the text from real clients. So lorem ipsum, something like that. Okay, then we have Maria. Okay, and then we have the next, which will be exactly the same, and this is the best product, and this is Telios. Okay, and then we can select the next one. This is the third one. It will not show us this in the front end. I have selected 2 columns, so it will show us 2 columns, and you will see later on how it looks. Okay, and here is a grid, so I'm going to change that to carousel later on. And this is the best product, best company, best support or something, I don't know. Okay, with the same exact text. Okay, and this is Petros. And best ever. And here is something like Katerina. Okay, update that, see how it looks in the front end. This is how it looks. So I need to put a little bit of space inside here. So underneath the people say about us, I need to put a little bit of spacer. So let's go for the spacer. Okay, and then I'm going to select again the testimonials, and I'm going to select the carousel. Okay, now we have the testimonials to be 4, columns to be 2, so it will usually show us 2 carousel items. Then we have the carousel settings. We can select that to be autoplay and then to switch every 5 seconds. So this is a milliseconds. 5,000 means 5 seconds. Then we have the slide transition speed. We have the slides to scroll one by one. So you will see that this will scroll and go into the left, and then one new one will come into the right, or you can change that to 2. Because we have at this moment 4, so it will change and scroll all. And then we have the arrow style. I'm going to remove the arrows. I do like better to have those dots underneath. And you can change whatever you want here. I'm not going to style everything because it's not a tutorial about Kadence blocks. Okay, so let's go and see in the front end how it looks. And this is how it looks. So you can wait for that to be changed, or you can select here and see how it looks. Also, it should have some settings if you hover what it should do, so maybe transition or something like that, and see that if you hover it will stay and continue to scroll. I don't like once I hover somewhere it's not working and I have to remove the mouse from there to the cursor in order for that to slide. So just check and see if there are settings inside here, and if there are, just remove that. Okay, I'm not going to change that or start looking for that. Okay, at this moment we're going to stop with the home page. We have finished the home page. Of course, we need some more to do, like contact us into the bottom or something to engage the visitors when they scroll down, but we're going to do it later on. So we're finished with the home page at the moment. So let's close that and let's go to the second page, which is the About Us page, and let's edit that. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is add here a row layout. Select the first column, okay, and here I'm going to put a text, advert heading, and this is the About Us page. Okay. After that, I'm going to select the first, let's change the color directly to the heading to be white. Okay, and the HTML tag to be H1. Okay, then we are going into the row layout, and I'm going to change the background settings, and I'm going to add something for the About Us page, and this is the About Us page. About Us. Select, and this is how it looks at the moment. I'm going to put that as full width, and of course I'm going for the background overlay settings, and I'm going to put that 50 and select the black color here. Now, as you can see, this is not looking too good, so I need to put a little bit of more overlay color, maybe like 70. I think it will be better as 70. Okay, let's update that, and I need to remove a little bit of space inside here. I think it's way too big, and let's see how it looks. Let's go into the About Us, and this is the About Us, as you can see here. I think it's okay. I just need to go and remove the space in here. So let's go into the settings of the page, Blocksy, and let's go for the content area spacing, custom, and disable. Okay. Update. And let's go and refresh here. And this will go on top as it should go. Okay. Underneath that, I'm going to add another row layout, and I'm going to put maybe 2 columns if you want also to add an image. It depends on how you want to style the text. I'm going to put 1 column, not 2. So let's go for the row layout and let's go back to the settings and let's put here 1 column and add a text and add a lorem ipsum. So this is straight the text for the company, so your client can't read more about your company. If you want to add images inside, it's better, but that depends on how much text you have. So I don't want to overwhelm my visitor with everything. I'm going to leave it as it is, just simple text to read about my company. Usually I do change these 2 last paragraphs with something like a style text and write an image, something like here. So I'm starting usually with straight text, and then into the last 2 paragraphs I do split columns and put the right column to have an image, and the left I continue the text. So after that we're going to the pages and we're going to edit the contact page. So let's edit that. Let's close this one and edit the page. And here we're going to have another row. And this needs 2 columns. Okay. And here we're going to add text. So let's go for advanced heading and let's go to contact us. And then we're going to add the contact form. Now, Kadence blocks do have a contact form installed, and you can use that. But if you want to have something different than a simple form that can only send emails, you can just install your favorite plugin for the contact form and just use the shortcode once you create the form that you want. So we're going to use the form for us, form. And now I have the name, email, and message. If you want, you can change, as you can see here, the name. You can click here and change the name field label if you want to say the name, if you want to have the placeholder or anything else. I think these are okay. I don't need to put anything else. But usually in Europe, you do want to have something for the GDPR. So we're going to duplicate the message, and I'm going to select here instead of text area and accept. And this should say, instead of message, it should say something like accept terms and conditions. Okay, and it should be required, so the visitor should require this one to be checked before sending. After that, submit. Let's change that to send. Something like that. And of course you can change the colors of the buttons or anything else that you want. Actions after submit, it's email, and you can also do something like redirect or any other settings that we have here. Of course we have the pro settings here, so we don't want to select any of those because it's of the free version. And for the email settings, you can change here and set the email to address, so this will be to me. The subject should be contact form, and then the name of the website. This is because I want to recognize the emails that are coming from my website. Okay, from email, this is the from. Okay, so info at and the name of the website, because you should always create the info. It's more professional. From name, of course, the name of the website, e-commerce, and reply to email field. Okay, everything else is okay, and update. Then we have also the message settings and everything else, but of course I'm not going to change anything in here. Here we have, we're going to add the list. And let's go for browse all because the list is not working. So we need the icon list. This is the one that we're going to use. And this is because we need to add some icons, and we need to also add the contact information. So first we have maybe our address. So this is Athens 11, Athens, something like that. Yeah, of course, why not? And then we can click the plus and select here to be our phone number, 211 space 211 space 2112, something like that. And then our email address, which is info@ecommerce.com. Okay, something like that. Okay, then we're going into here, into the settings, and we're going to edit all the icons together. Here I'm going to select the icon style to be stacked. Okay, and for the icon background, I usually put that into the dark color that we have, and then for the icon color to be white. I like it better like this. And then I'm going for the borders radius and put something like 50%, so it will be rounded. 50%. Okay. And then we need a little bit of padding, so let's go for 15, I think. 10. Yeah, maybe 10. Update and see how it looks in the front end. Yeah, something like that. Okay, then we need to put that in the middle. So I'm going to select the section and I'm going to select that to be in the middle. I'm going to update that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, it's looking better. And of course, I need to change the icons. So let's go back to the icon list and select here the edit icon styles individual. Here, individual list item settings. And let's go to the first one and select here, click here. And the first one is the address, so I need a map icon. And I usually put something like that. I like this icon. Okay, let's select now the second one, which is the phone. So here I'm going to search for a phone. This one is okay. And the third one is an envelope for the email. Envelope. Okay, this one. And we're good to go. Update. Okay, after that, we need to put something like social icons, just to have the Facebook and the Instagram and everything else inside here as well. I know that I have the social icons on the top of the page. I will add those on the bottom of the page as well, but I want them on the contact page as well, because I want the visitor to be engaged and I want them to click wherever they want. And it will be easier for them to search the icons inside the contact page. So we're going for an icon element because we don't have social icons that it's working okay inside the Kadence blocks. So let's go for icon, and the first icon will be the Facebook, apparently Facebook. Okay, let's go for this one. After that, we need also to add another icon. Number of icons is 2, 3 icons. Yeah. Okay. Second icon is the what was it? Facebook, Twitter. Okay, Twitter. This one. And the third was the Instagram. I think this is Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. Okay, icon third is Instagram. This one. Okay, now I'm going to change a little bit the settings because they're way too big. So put that in the middle. Yeah, I like it in the middle, but let's change the size. Okay, icon 1, this size will be maybe 25, maybe 20, 30, something like that, 30. And the icon color is black. Okay. After that, let's see the hover color. The hover color should be also black. Let's go for the icon number 2, which will be 25, 30. Okay, and also black. And let's go for the third one, 30, and also black. Okay, now as I can see, I need a little bit space between those two, so I'm going for the second one, and I'm going for the, where was the margin? Margin in pixels. Okay, let's put that in 0 because it's grabbing everywhere, and let's uncheck this. And this will only add the margin where I want, so I want only to the right. So I'm going to put like 5 pixels in the right, and I think we're okay. Okay, I saved. Let's refresh and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, I don't like that it doesn't have any text inside here, so space inside here, so I need to put here a little bit of space. So let's add here a spacer, and let's put that in 20, not 40. 20. Update and see how it looks. Okay, I think it's the same. Maybe it didn't saved. And maybe I will put that to be in the left. Okay, something like that. Okay, update. I see that I have some problems with the internet. Hopefully I can continue with the tutorial. Okay, update that. And let's see if it took the changes. Not yet. Let's update again. Okay, and refresh here. Okay, and I don't like it. So let's go and put that in the middle again. And maybe see the space and put here 40. Update. And let's see how it looks now. Okay, so we're going to leave it now as it is. And we need a map underneath that. So let's add a new row layout. And I'm going to put one column, and here I'm going to add here an HTML element. HTML, custom HTML element. Okay, so I need to open now a map, a Google map. Google map. And this is something that you can do without using Google API key. And let's go and search for Athens 11. And of course, that's not a real address, or Athenas. Come on. So, Athenas 11 in Greece, in Athens. So we're here. Okay. And now we can grab this map and add that inside our website. And how we're going to do that? First, we're going to change the zoom that we want, and I want to zoom maybe something like that. So first, select the zoom that you want, the zoom level that you want to have. After that, you're going to go into the third. Sorry for the Greek, but go for that icon, which is the third, and then this should say embed map. Once you do that, you can go and copy the HTML. Just copy the HTML. Now you can change also the zoom here, and then grab the HTML and go back into the contact page and go and paste the HTML here. I'm going to save it first and see how it looks, and then we're going to make some adjustments in order for that to be better for the eyes. Okay, so first let's see how it looks. So this is how it looks. First thing that we're going to do is go into the code and see that we have here the width of 600 pixels. So we're going to change that to 100%. 100%. Now, keep in mind that if you change the code and it doesn't work anymore, you should just go and grab the HTML again and just paste it here. We're going to change only 2 things, so it's easy. It's pretty easy to do that. Be sure that you leave the quotas here. So width is equals quotas, 100% quotas. And then the height, I'm going to change the 450 to 600. Something like that. So update that and see how it looks now in the front end. Okay, and as you can see, it's looking better. Now, let's go back, and here we're going to check the row layout, select it, and go into the padding and margin, and I'm going to put here 0 and 0. I don't want to have any space underneath and on the top of that map. So let's refresh and see how it looks now. Okay, and then we're going to put that in the full width. So let's put the section in the full width, select the row layout, and put that in the full width. Now the map is going to be bigger, but it's not going to be full width because we have that settings for the structure. So here now the section is full width, but the map is not because it's inside the width of the structure. So what we're going to do, select the row layout, go into the structure settings, and deselect that content max width. After that, update and check the refresh and see how it looks. Okay, so now we are full width. Now we have a little bit of space here because we have space inside here, inside the padding and margin. So let's go and put 0 for the left and the right, update one last time, and refresh the page and see how it looks now. Okay, so we're good to go. As you can see, the map is stretched from the beginning to the end of the page. Now, of course, we have a little bit of space here because I haven't checked the content to have no space inside, so the page to have no space inside. So let's go into the blog settings and let's go into the custom and disable here, update and refresh here. And as I can see now, the map is to the bottom of the page, and now we have this layout. So it's looking okay. I don't have any problems with it. Let's check how it looks in the mobile view. And this is the first page that I'm looking because the contact information just had a little bit of text, and the home page is going to be later on in our map, and we're going to do it later on. So let's go into the gear icon and let's select here the preview and select the tablet. And this is how it looks. As you can see, it's looking okay. I don't have to change anything in here, so it's not looking bad. And if I go to the mobile, I will see that first I have the contact information, then I have the contact us, and then I have the map underneath here. If you want to change the columns order, you can go into the row layout and select that to be right to left, so the contact form will go on top. If you want to do that, just go ahead and do that. For the mobile, I usually go and remove the space that I have inside the content blocks into the blocks. So usually go and put here about 10 and 10 for the bottom, something like that. So I don't have way too much of a space. Update that, and we're okay with the contact form. Sorry, the contact page. So let's close that, and next step is go for the plugins and add the WooCommerce. So WooCommerce, and if you cannot find it from the beginning, easier, let's go for popular, and you're going to find it as the 6th, I think, plugin. 6th plugin, okay. Install. And before I activate it, I'm going inside the pages again, all pages, and I will see that once activated, it will automatically create 4 pages for me inside here. So activate that. And once it's activated, I can go and refresh the page, and I will see that I have 4 new pages inside here. The cart, the my account, the shop, and the checkout page. These are the 4 pages that WooCommerce needs in order to work. So let's go for the wizard, and the address line is Athens 11. The country is Greece. The city is Athens. Postcode is 111111. The email is that, and I don't want to get tips. Continue, then I have no thanks. I don't want to send information to WooCommerce. I'm going for fashion, and I'm going for continue. Doesn't matter what you choose here. Okay, click continue here. Select something if you want, something like that. No, continue. I don't want to add recommended business features because I don't want to add the jetpacks or the WooCommerce tags or anything else. Just deselect those, continue. Continue with the current active theme. I don't want to change the theme, and we're okay with that. Next thing is go and into the settings of WooCommerce and just change a little bit of things inside there. Now, I have created a full tutorial about WooCommerce. It was a WooCommerce masterclass or something that was very in-depth tutorial, and you can go and check it out and see what's what inside here. So I'm going to change a little bit of things here. Right with space the euro, okay, we have the 1000 separates, comma. For the chemical, a number of chemicals is 2. We're okay with that. I'm selling to all locations, all countries, and I'm shipping to all countries that I sell. So we're okay with that. And products, let's go for products. And if you want to enable the product reviews, you can do so. I'm going to deselect that and save changes. And for the inventory, I'm not going to enable the stock management. I don't want to enable the stock management inside the WooCommerce. So save changes. Okay. And now let's go for the products. So let's go products, all products. And here we're going to create 1 or 2 products. But before do that, we're going to import the default products of WooCommerce just to have something to play with. So let's add the sample product CSV that WooCommerce has from default. If you want to find this file, you can download the WooCommerce from the WordPress repository. Just type Google plugin. Just type into Google WordPress plugins. Go inside the plugins. Let's do that. Google. Okay, let's type WordPress plugins. WordPress plugins. And after that, you're going into the WordPress plugins, but of course this is Greek, so let's remove that. And now you can go and search for WooCommerce. And after that, you can just download that. If you go inside the download that, and once you can download it, if you unzip it, you will find that it has a folder that says WooCommerce, then some sample data, and inside there it has 3 files, and the CSV file, the sample product CSV, is the one that I'm uploading here. So you can do that if you want. It's better to do that in the beginning because you have something and you can style in the beginning of your WooCommerce website the layout of the archive and the single product page. So it's easier. After that, you can just delete the images and the products and the categories that you have uploaded. So let's continue with that. Let's scroll down and run the importer. It will take about 20 seconds. It's quite fast. I don't want to pause the video. Let's wait a little bit and see if it's going to be as fast as I told you about. So I'm going to pause. No, I'm not going to pause. Hopefully it will finish. Okay, so they are finished. Okay, 25 products are imported, so I can view the products and I can see now the products inside here, as you can see. So now let's go into the appearances, let's go into the menus, and I'm going to add the shop page inside here. We have the shop page, and I'm going to add that to the menu, and I'm going to put that on front of the About Us page. I usually put the shop page as the second page of the website. Save that. Again, save that. And let's go into the front end, refresh the page, and now I can go into the shop page and see how it looks. Okay, so now the shop page is looking like that. And we're going to style that by going into the customizer and editing that. So let's check the customizer, click it, and because I'm editing it from this page, it will this page will load here and will have the settings of the customizer. So what I'm going to do is go into the WooCommerce and I'm going for the product archive. We're going for the general later on. Product archive page. So First, the type is like this, or you want that to put like that in the middle. And we have the add to cart here. I'm going for that because I want the add to cart to be as a button, just to draw the attention of the visitor. And I want 4 columns and 4 rows. Yeah, I'm good with 16 products. Then we have the page title on top, the shop, and I'm going to remove it. I don't usually leave the shop page here, so I'm going to leave it as this. Now, of course, I have a little bit of space here because this is the settings for the default that I have left here, and I need that to be here. I think it's good to have a little bit of space. Okay, so after that, we have the card options, and this card option means the options that you have for every card. The card is from the beginning of the image of a product until the end of the button. So let's go for the card of the product. And here we have the image, which will be predefined, and 3 width for height. So if you want to have something like that, you can leave it as this, or click here and change how you want that to be styled. And of course, you can reverse the image and have it as width. And we have also custom size, and here the image size is the width of the image, 300 pixels. If you see that the image have not the correct analysis, it's a little bit of blur, then go and change that to a little bit of bigger number. Try 600 or try 900. I think you will be pleased with the results if you put something different here. You want to change the image once you hover into the second image. If you have a second image in a product, then you can swap images here. This is what you want. This is basically what it depends on what you prefer to do. These images don't have any second image except for this one, so you can see how it looks. Swap images. I'm not going to put that. Star ratings, if you have star ratings, I do not have, so I'm going to remove that. Sale badges, yeah, I'm going to leave the sale badges here. The product categories, if you want to show the product categories inside the shop page, keep in mind that the shop page has all the products inside here. Then we have the add to cart button, which I want that to be displayed, and I want that to be in the middle. And then we have the gap inside the cards, and it's 13. I think it's okay, and I'm going to leave them as it is. Okay, let's go into the design, and here you can change the title color, which is black at this moment, and once you hover it turns into blue. We have 17 pixels and semi-bold. I'm going for a medium 500, so it will not be too bold. The price will be bold, and I have clicked into the album, so that's why it went straight inside. So let's go back into the shop page. Okay. And then we have the price color. I'm going to go for the light blue. Okay, and then we have the button text color, which is white to a dark background, something like that. And if you want, of course, you can change that as well. Let's go back and we'll continue with the shop sort. This is the sort we have here. I think that it's good to have a sorting options inside here. We have the shop result count, which is this one, and you can remove it if you want. And the sidebar is missing, and I'm going to add it at this moment. So I do want the sidebar in the left because I do want to add my filters in the left. So let's select the sidebar and select that in the left. Usually put that in the left. Of course, we don't have any settings for the sidebar because we have general settings for the sidebars. They're not inside here. Then we have the pagination, which is at the bottom, and this is how it looks, and you can select and change if you want that to be not displayed as it says here in numbers in here in the mobile view, and it will just say next in the mobile. Okay, and let's go and select also the product catalog, and as you can see, this says that it will show the products and not the categories. If you have many categories and you just want to show the categories in the shop page, you can go and select here to show the categories. Of course, I don't have any images in the categories, so it's not going to look good, but if you had set that correctly, it's going to be okay. So I'm going to show the products. Okay, now let's go for the sidebar. So let's go for sidebar, and here that says 25, 27. I'm going usually for something like 15, something like that. Okay, the gap is 4, the vertical spacing, I'm going to leave it as it is. and everything else is going to be as it is. Now, keep in mind that this is the sidebar visibility. So it says that in the mobile view, it will not be displayed. So I need to put that in the tablet and the mobile view. And usually for the mobile view, I put that on the top and not on the bottom. So once you hit the tablet, you will see that the sidebar will go on the bottom. Of course, I don't have any sidebar here, but I usually put that on top, and then inside the mobile view, I also check that is on top selected. Okay, after that, let's go back here and let's publish that. And now we can continue with our single product. So let's go into the single product. Let's go back and let's go into the WooCommerce single product. And this is how it looks. Also, let's go and refresh here the shop page and see how it looks now. Okay, I think it's better looking. And of course, I'm going to put the sidebar as well. And let's go inside the product. And as you can see, this is how the product is looking. So let's go back to the customizer. And here you can select if you want narrow width, normal width, or sidebar. I do not recommend sidebar inside the single product. And the current vertical spacing, I'm going to leave it as it is. Then we have the gallery options, and I'm going to leave the gallery options as there are, but you can select to reduce the width of the image if you want, the thumbnail spacing, and if you want those thumbnails to be horizontal or vertical. I don't have any thumbnails, and the images and how they are looking inside here. Okay, let's go back, and then we have the product title, which can be enabled or disabled. This is the product title. And this is the font that it's using. It's okay. I'm not going to change that. Then we have the product price, which is 20 pixels, and it's looking good. It's bold, okay. And then we have the sale badge. If we want to have a sale badge, of course, this product doesn't have a sale badge. Add to cart button, I forgot about that. We have the width 100%, and we can change the layout. I'm not going to at this moment. Okay, product meta star rating. I don't have any star rating. Product meta is this one, SKU and category. I'm going to leave it. I do want those to be inside here. And then we have the product tabs, which is the description here. So product tabs here, click and put that in the left. I do like that more. And I think I like the type 2, no, type 1, except if you want to change the colors that you have. Okay, then you can change, of course, the font size and everything else. I'm not going to. And we have after that the related upsells, which are here. So you can change the visibility if you want to show that in the tablet and the mobile as view as well. Not as view. Okay. After that, we have the sticky gallery, so it will always be displayed, sticky, summary, and Ajax add to cart. I'm going to add the Ajax add to cart, so it will be immediately added into the cart and displayed here. Okay. After that, let's wait for that to be enabled. And let's go back into the WooCommerce, and I'm going for the general. Now, we have the messages, which are messages that are not displayed here. But you can change the text and the background color and error messages if you want to have something different. Then we have the rating, and I don't have any rating, but you can change the color here. Quantity input here, you can change how it looks, and you can add like type 1 or type 2, whatever you want here. And if you want to put custom quantity input. And of course here you can change the design and the colors. Let's go back, and here we have the sale badge. And you can change to a square to a circle, and if you want, you can change the word sale to a percentage of the value that it's reduced, so 30% minus, because it has 30% less price. And we have also the out of stock, but I haven't selected here to have any stock values inside here. Okay, after that, we want to go into the checkout page. And in the checkout page, we can select the company name if we want that to be optional or required or hidden. The address line, if you want to hide that, I usually hide that. I don't want that to be displayed. And if you want to see that, you have to go and select something for the cart. So let's do that. Select add to cart. And of course, I don't have any cart in here, and I'm going to do that now. So once I add that to the cart, let's go back to the customizer. Let's go back here to the heading, to the header builder. Header, and now I have here the cart, so I'm going to add that in here in the right. Okay, now that we have the cart, I can select the cart and I can change the icon, something like that. The icon size, I think for 25, something bigger. 25, okay, the icon badge is okay. I want that to be visibility everywhere. The left is the cart total. Yeah, I want that in the left. And the drawer, as you can see, when I hover, I can see that this color is black and it doesn't display good. So I have to go and change the design and change the background color to something like gray. So put that something like that, and once I hover, I can see that it's looking better. Of course, now I cannot see the text inside, so I have to go for the font and select that to be black. Okay, let's see how it looks now. Yeah, it's looking okay. And the subtotal font should be also black. And now we are okay with that. Let's go back to the design of this, and now we have the cart total font, which will be something like 15 pixels, and of course not 600 for the bold. Let's go for regular, low. Let's go for medium, 500, something like that. Let's publish that, and now let's go for the checkout page. Okay, so I did refresh the page eventually, and it didn't save the cart, so I did again. And let's go now to the checkout page. So let's go for the WooCommerce general and the checkout page. So now we have the company name field. This is a company name, and you can hide it if you don't want that to be inside there. We have the address line 2. This is the one, street address, and we have a second line, and I usually hide it because I will not use any of that in Greece. So let's select hidden. We have the privacy policy, and for the terms and condition page, you have to select something if you want the GDPR to be here. So the visitor will select something. So let's go for privacy policy. And of course, now it will be something that the visitor will click in order to buy. Okay. We are okay with that. Let's publish that. And if you want coupons, you can just add that in here. Just add that and it will be on top here, and the highlight required fields, you can do that as well if you want, so that required fields will be highlighted inside here. So let's publish that and let's go back, and now let's see the account page as well. And if we go back here and click in the account page, okay, I haven't said it, but it should go into the WooCommerce. So let's go and see how we're going to change that. Let's go into the header builder again. Header builder, and let's select the account, and here instead of profile page we're going to select WooCommerce account. So let's publish that, and now let's go back and let's select now the WooCommerce account, and let's go here and let's go into the general and the account page. So as you can see, use avatar if you don't want the avatar to be displayed to the user to have the avatar inside here. You can select that and it will be here. And instead of 35, you can go and put a little bit bigger. Username, if you want to add also the username to be displayed here and here, I think it's a good idea to have those as well. And the navigation quick links, you can do that as well. Account and logout here as well. Of course, we have it here, but I think that it's good to have it here as well. Also, the design, you can see that the navigation text is black, but you can change that. The background color is white, and the divider color, we have a little bit of gray lines here. I think that it's looking okay. So let's publish that. And next thing is to go and add the filters. So let's go into the plugins. And let's go for add new, and a free plugin that I do like for filters is the Woo filters. The only downside for the free version is that you cannot select You cannot select multiple choice for the selection field. So this is the one, and you need to have the pro version for that. So you cannot select two filters to be applied from the same filter. and you're going to see what I mean later on. So filters basically are the product attributes or the categories, and if we go here we will see that we have two attributes by default, the color and the size. So let's go back to the plugins and let's go for the Woo product filter. Let's go for the settings and see if we want to change anything from here. Start indexing, yeah, run in the background. Disable automatic, start indexing table, logging. I don't need to change anything here. Let's go to add filter and let's select here something like filter or product filter or something that it make your life easier. Filter. Okay, and save. Okay, and first we're going to add the price filter. Okay, so add that, and here is the preview. So we have the price, and if we check here, we can see that we have also other settings. So you want the title of the price to be here, yes, so as open or as closed, and you have to select that to be shown. I'm going to leave it as this, the price. I think it's easier for everyone to understand that this is the price. And if you want, you can add the description here, price, and it will be displayed later on as the name. Okay. The position, I don't want anything here. I'm not going to change anything inside here. They're good, okay, as they are. Then we have the attribute, and I'm going to add that. And underneath that, let's close that and select now the attribute. I'm going to select here, click here first and select the attribute to be color. Okay, and as you can see, these are the colors. Now, this is a checkbox list. So checkbox list, multiple select, you can do that as it seems in the free version as well at this moment. Okay, so I think it's okay how it looks. You can also use custom tags or the by custom name. They have a ton of settings inside here, so you can do whatever you want here. And also I'm going to select that and change that to color. Okay, and if you want also, you can add something, another attribute, but for that, for the size, I'm going to select first the size, and I'm going to change that from checkbox to drop down. Okay, so you can see how it looks, and then you can go and select the here for size and select that to be displayed yes, so as open. So it will say size, and then you can see how it looks. And let's do the same for the color. Yes, so as opened. Yes, so as opened. So this is how it's going to look. Okay, I don't want to change anything from here at this moment, and let's go to the options, and here we can see that we can have a ton of options here, but what I want to do is I want to change the filter, and I want that to be automatically. So into the buttons, I can select that to be auto filtering, so this will be hidden and it will filter the moment I select something here. Also, you can add the categories if you want, so let's go back to the filters and let's close that and add here the categories. Product categories, let's add that, and for the product categories, let's, yeah, this is the one that I was talking about. Apparently in the product categories you cannot multi-select the products, the categories. You can multi-select the attributes, but for some reason they don't have that feature in the product categories. I don't know why. Okay, so you can go for a checkbox list, but remember that it will only one that it's going to be checked. So let's change that to categories, category, something like category. Okay, and I want to display the name, yes, so as open, yes, so as open, and I'm going to put that on top of the attributes. Let's close that. It will be easier for me to handle, and let's go and put that on top. So it will be category, then color, and then size. Let's save that. And now let's go into the appearance and then widgets. Okay, let's close that. And let's go for the WooCommerce sidebar, and let's click here, and I'm going to type Woo, and I have the Woo product filter. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to select the filter. Okay, let's update that. And now if I go to the front end of my shop, let's go into the shop. And now, as you can see, I have my product filter inside here. So if I select here to have the hoodies, I will only get the hoodies inside here. Now, you saw here the logo that it will display for a little bit. And if you want that to be disabled, you can go into the filter and go into the design and then into the let's see where it was, options, loader, and here I'm going to disable that. And you can also choose a different icon if you want, and you can put here your logo. So I can choose the icon and I can select different one. But as I can see, this is a pro option as well. Okay, so I think we're okay with that. You can also handle the size of your attributes, and this is why I love this plugin, because in the free version it has so much potential and so many features. If you have here too many categories, you can just select the height that you want for that box, and it will just display here a sidebar, and you will grab the handle and move up and down, and you will see all the categories. So let's see the bread marks that I have not checked. So let's go into the customizer. Let's go back to the first one, okay, general, and this is the breadcrumbs. So let's go to the shop again, and let's go inside the single product. And as you can see, I will have the home here, and it says home, and you can change that to something different or change that to an icon, and you will see that it has the home icon here. Then we have the current page post title, which is the album. If you want, you can hide that. And of course, the current taxonomy title, I think it should be here. Then you can change the separator, and for the design, I can go and select the semi-bold to be something different like regular. So it will not be bold, and also I can select not to capitalize because I don't like that very much. Okay, let's select that and put here 14. I think it's better, and publish that, and we're okay with that as well. Now let's go and create ourselves a product. So let's go to products, let's add a new product. And this is the test one. This is the test, and this is the clothing accessorize. The regular price in 20, sale price is 18. The shipping and everything else will be as they are. And for the product image, I'm going to take that one. I didn't set the alternate text, but this all products should be removed after after the test that we're going to do. So that was how we can create a product. Of course, I have a full tutorial about WooCommerce. So next thing, let's go for the homepage, and let's go in here, homepage, and let's edit the page. Now we're going to add a blog with the products. I have already created the blog that I have, and I want to add the products inside here. Do I have something here? Yeah, I do have something here, and I should remove it here. So let's check that. Let's select the row and let's delete that. Remove the blog. Okay, let's update that. And for the products, as you can see, this is the products, and I know that I have a little bit of messed up the way that it's displayed, because if you see, I have the row layout here, I have the section, I have the advanced heading, and then I have another row layout, and with nothing inside here. So something was broken inside here. Let's add something in paragraph. Okay, and then let's go into the row and let's click here and remove that. Okay, now that we have the products, I have the advanced heading, and then underneath the advanced heading, I'm going to click here and I'm going to search what I can for the products. Of course, I'm going to add later on another plugin just for the products, but let's see what we have here. We have the posts, and we can use the posts in order to display the products, but it's not looking too good. Let's do that. And if you go into the post, you can select here products, and you don't have too much settings to play with, so you can go and select the columns and maybe select a little bit of styling for the title, but you cannot change how everything is looking. So it's not the best element to add here. Let's remove that. Let's go and hit the plus and let's browse all. And I know that at the bottom of the page we have also the WooCommerce elements. And we have some elements like all products and some newest products and something like that. So you can do something like that and select the product title to be displayed or not, the product rating to be not displayed. But again, you don't have too much of control for that. So let's remove that as well. Save the page. And what I'm going to do is go back to the plugins, add new, and I'm going to add the Product X plugin. Product X. Now for me, even the free version is far better than any other element that you can add inside your WooCommerce website to display products into your homepage. So activate that, and let's go back to the page and refresh the page. And you also need to add some settings to disable some settings inside here because they are not too good. So let's go here and see the container width. Let's go and change that to 1290, the number that we had for the Blocksy theme. Okay, then we have the theme default. Okay, then the compare, I don't want that to be enabled, so I don't want that to be in the single page. Okay, save changes. And the flip image, I don't need that. Okay, quick view, I don't want that to be enabled. Save changes. And for the wish list, I also don't want that to be enabled. So I just adding that for the element that is going to give me in the home page. So refresh the home page. Okay, and now let's go into the products, click here and click here. Now I can go and browse all, and I will see that I have also the WooCommerce blocks here. So we have the product grid for 3, 2, and 1. For some reason, they are putting that from starting for the 4th instead of the 1. Okay, so you can have something like that. As you can see, this is the style and how it looks, and you can of course change a little bit the styling. The free version doesn't have everything, but it has more than any other element that you can find. So I'm going to add the product grid 2, and this is how it's going to look. And of course, I'm going to change it a little bit. Now let's go into the settings, and for the grid view, I'm going to select like as slide, so it will go for carousel. The column gap is 10, the slides to show is 4, so we have 4 images here, 4 products here. Okay, autoplay, yes. Dots, if you want the dots, yes. The arrows, I'm going to remove that. I don't like the arrows. The site speed will be 5,000 milliseconds. Okay, so 5 seconds. And the show card, if you want to show the card. Now, the show card, of course, is not displayed in here because this is a bug and they haven't fixed it. And if I go to the front end, I think it's going to work. Okay, no, it's not working. If you go to the grid, you will see the show card. I don't know why it's not showing here, but it's a bug and it should work. So hopefully they will fix it in an update. So out of stock, no. So sale, yes. Leave that as sale. So price, I'm going to show the price. So review, no, I'm not going to show the reviews. The title, it will be hidden. The title is this one, not the title of the product. So hide that. No, that was the title of the product. The heading is the title here. Okay, so hide that. And show short description. No, I don't want to show the short description. I want to show the category, yeah. I want to show the image. I don't want to see any filters or any pagination, and the alignment is in the middle. Okay, then the query, you can select what you want to display. Recent, view products, upsell, cross-sell, or random products. So let's leave it as recent. Number of posts is 8, product status is all, or you can select that as featured. And if you want to set then the featured products, you have to go into the WooCommerce, into the products, all products, and just click the star that we have here to make that featured. Okay. Then we have order by date, include product or exclude product by ID. The ID of the product can be found when you hover over. As you can see, ID is 120, ID is 155. Okay, after that we have the dot, and you can change how the dot is displayed, the width, the height. Remember that if you change something here, you should change that here also in order to be a square. Background color is gray, and once it's active, it's black. So the active is here. Then we have the overlay meta elements. We have the price, and you can change the price and the color. So let's go for a little bit of darker color. Now, as you can see, it doesn't grab the color palette, and it doesn't have any color that you can set as general, as default colors, and grab them everywhere. That are some things that are missing from the plugin, but of course a free plugin, so doesn't matter. Then we have the sales, and here is the background color, and I can change that to something like blue. Of course, you should take the color that you have from your website and not a random like me. Okay. So that was the sales, and then we have the cart, and the cart icon is not showing for some reason, as I've said. It's not working with the carousel, and I don't know why. Then we have the image, and you can change the image, the title, and the category. And as you can see, it has pretty much everything that you want from a free plugin. Okay, update that. And let's go and see how it looks in the front end. And this is how it looks. So you can click here, or you can wait and it will slide to the next product. And for a free plugin, again, it's very good. Now, in order for those sections to separate one from the other, we need to add a little bit of background here. So let's edit the page, and as you can see, the product is different section from the who we are. So we have to go here into the product, and first we have to go and select full width, or else the background will not go full width. And let's see how it looks without doing that first. So let's go to the row layout, and let's go for the background settings and select for the background color to be this one, this off-white. Let's update that, and as you can see here, it's not full width, and this is how it's going to look, and we need that to be full width. So let's put that full width, so the background will be stretched full width. Again, the content will not, because I have select to stay in within the content area that we have from the theme. And as you can see now, it's looking better, and it helps us separate the one section from the other. So if you add more sections, be sure to add something like a background in order for you to separate that. Now, usually now for the homepage, I also add something like a subscribe to the newsletter in order to keep the customers engaged and have the email and set them the offers. So I'm going to add something like a section here and add that. Let's go to the bottom and let's add here a new section, row layout, and that will be one column. Yeah, one column. And here let's add an advanced heading, which will say subscribe. And let's add a paragraph that it will say get notified. Get notified. Get notified with. No, it's get notified of. Of our newest products. And I have mistyped here the newest. Okay, newest. Newest products, something like that. After that, I need to add here a form. And as you can see, I cannot select somewhere and add here the form. So I have two ways to do that. I can select here the form and then click into the icon and put that at the bottom, or I can go here plus and select the form and drag it inside here, whatever it suits you. Form. So I can put that and drag it inside here and put that in here, or you can do that by adding that at the bottom and then clicking here into the form and the arrows to put that wherever you want. Okay, so for that we need only the email. So no name, just the email, and the message should be the acceptance for the GDPR. So accept, and this is accept terms and conditions or something. And then the submit should be subscribe. Okay. And this form should be at the bottom. Okay, not in the middle. Okay, and now I need to change the settings of the button. So actions after submit, it's not email, it's Fluent CRM, or if you have something different inside here. Of course, you cannot use the MailChimp. You cannot use anything inside here except for the Fluent CRM. Or if you add the MailPoint, you can add a form from MailPoint inside here. But this is how you create something like that. Okay, update that, and let's go and put that in the middle. And let's add here for the row layout, background settings, and put that be a little bit of gray. Now, if you have another plugin that it's better for the mail, for the subscribe, it's usually better to create something in 2 columns, an email, and then next to that, right to that, a subscribe button, and not one underneath the other. It's not looking too good. As you can see, it's not looking too great how it is. So let's go for the email and change a little bit of the width. Let's go for 50%, 25%. Maybe something like that, and put that in the middle. And also put the text in the middle. I thought that everywhere, all the terms and the buttons were going into the middle, but maybe it cannot do. I haven't used this form element too much. Let's see if I can go and put that in the middle. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's update that. Refresh. And next thing, we're going to add the footer. So the first thing is going into the pages, and we're going to add 3 or 4 pages. So one of those will be the pricing, not the pricing, the payment methods. So payment methods. Of course, I'm not going to edit those pages. This is a text and depends what your pricing, your payment methods that can accept. And then we have the shipping methods. Or shipping policy or something like that. And then we have the privacy policy. Publish that. Okay, let's go back to the pages. And I have 2 privacy policy because the one was the draft. So I'm going to edit that, quick edit. And instead of privacy policy, I'm going for terms and conditions. Okay, I'm going to copy that and paste it here. Okay, and update that. So now let's go into the appearances, menus, and we're going to create a footer menu. So create a new menu. Let's add that as footer. Okay, let's create the menu. And that will have the terms and conditions, shipping methods, payment methods, and let's view all. So we have terms and conditions, shipping, payments, and payments. And what was the last one? The last one was privacy policy, but I cannot see that because it's not published yet. So let's save that. Back to the pages, all pages. Let's quick edit this privacy policy, quick edit, and let's change that to published, update. And let's go to appearances, menus. Okay, and now I can go and select the view all, privacy policy, add that, and now I have this. So payment methods, shipping methods, terms and conditions, privacy policy. Okay, that's the footer menu. Save that, and let's go into the customizer. Let's close some pages here, and let's go into the customizer, and of course let's open also the site. And let's go to the footer. Okay, and this is the footer here, the footer builder. As you can see, it says copyright 2021 e-commerce and powered by creative themes. Let's click that and delete the WordPress themes here. So leave it as it is, like that. I'm going to put that in the middle, and I'm going to remove a little bit of space on the top and the bottom, and also I'm going to change the font size. So let's change that to something like 12. I don't want to be too big. And let's go into general, and for the bottom row, I'm going to select the gear icon, and let's go for the row vertical spacing, and let's put that around 10, something like that. Okay, next we have the middle row, and as you can see, I have 3 columns. If you want, you can change that to 4 columns, or whatever columns you want to have. I have 3, but you can change that to 4 if you want. I'm going to leave it as 3. I think it's good. And you can add here the logo, you can add some information, you can add the contact information or anything else that you want. Here I'm going to add the footer menu. So let's put that the footer menu here, and click here the footer menu and add that to be footer. Now I want that also to be black for the middle row. So select that and select the gear for the middle row, go to the design and select the row background to be black. After that, let's go for the footer menu and go to the design and select the font color to be white. Okay, then we have the hover color, which is blue, and it's okay. I don't have any problem with that, but you can also go with the gray if you want. Okay, then we have here bold. I'm going to change that to regular. Medium, yeah, medium, it's okay. And I'm going to put that at maybe 14 and not capitalized, something like that. After that, let's go here and let's go for horizontal vertical like this. And for the vertical alignment, you can put that to be aligned in the left. Okay, publish that. And here I'm going to add something like social icons. Also, it's a good idea to add here the credit cards that you accept or the payment methods as an image or something, but I don't have anything there, so I'm just going to add the social icons, and I'm going to add the colors as white. Okay, and then let's go for general, and let's put that to be in the middle of the vertical alignment and at the right, so something like that. And here you can go and add an image or text or something. So we can go and add the widget area 1, and then select the widget area 1, and you can go and add whatever you want inside here. Let's add an image, add the image, media library, and let's add the logo. If you have a dark logo, then you have to add an inverted logo just for that. And let's go into the design of the image and change the width. So if you cannot do that from here, you can go always to the widgets and select there. But you can see that I have a drag and drop here, and I can change the image and how I want that to be in the size. So I don't want that to be way too big, so let's go for something like that, maybe something like that. Okay, so this is the footer that I want, and I want to remove a little bit of space on the top and the bottom. So let's check the gear icon and select the row vertical spacing and put that 50. Yeah, I think that it's better. Okay, let's publish that. Okay, let's go for the tablet view and see how it looks in the tablet view. And now I have to go for the row and put that to be, the elements to be in the middle. So let's go for the widget and let's go for that to be in the middle. And let's go for the footer menu and put that in the middle as well. And the social should be in the middle. And the mobile view, I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't have any problems with that. If you want, you can remove a little bit of space, but I think it's okay. I don't need to do anything. Last step, I think, is to edit the page for the mobile and tablet view, because I haven't checked how it looks in the mobile view. So let's edit the page first. And select here to preview in the tablet. Okay. And maybe I can change a little bit of space here. So tablet padding and margin, let's go for 100 and 100. Okay, who we are, select here and remove the little bit of space. Let's go for 20 and 20. Maybe we should also change that from the text that we have here to font size like 20, so it will not be too big. But if you do something like that, you have to do it with every font H2 that you have. So 25 here, then let's go here and put that also to 25. Let's go here, people say about us, and put that also in 25. And subscribe, put that also in 25. Keep it consistent everywhere so it will look okay. After that, we can select the products and the tablet here. Let's go for 20 and 20. Okay, people say about us the same. You should change that to 20 and 20, and subscribe as well, 20 and 20. Okay, update that, and then let's go to the mobile view. And I think we're okay with that. Now, keep in mind that Gutenberg is not it's not looking great with a mobile view, so you have to go and check it from an actual mobile phone to see how it's looking, and fix whatever you don't like. So this preview is not the best that you can use, so maybe you have to go and select that to be 1 column instead of 4. You have to change some things, but be sure to check it in a real phone before you do anything. Okay, so after that, I need to go into the customizer again and check the archive page and the mobile page, how they look. The archive page and the single page, how they look in the mobile view and the tablet view. So let's go here and let's go into the shop page and let's go and select here the tablet, and here is, as you can see, the filters are on top because I have selected the sidebar to be on top. And for me, I would go and select that to be closed. I don't want all those text to be open. So in the mobile, if you show the filters, you can go and see. Let's go here in the preview, in the filters. Let's go for show all filters and edit the filters. And as you will see here for the product category, you can show that as close for the mobile view and for the attribute color and the size. So as close and show as close, and it will look better in the mobile. So do that, and here I think the products are looking okay. I don't have any problem with that. And then we have the tablet, the mobile view, and this is how it looks. I think again it's okay. I don't have anything to fix here. After that, let's go inside the product. Let's go here and let's see first in the tablet view how it looks. Okay, this is the image and the hoodie zipper, and here we can change what we want into the WooCommerce and single product. And I think we're okay with that. And then we have the mobile view, which is here. Out of the box, Blocksy, it's working great from the tablet and the mobile. As you can see, there are not many things that you would change here. So publish that. Now let's check if we have done anything wrong, if we need to fix anything, or we have forgotten anything. So in the front page, I know that I have to connect these two buttons. The Contact Us should be connected to the contact form, and the Buy Now should be connected to the shop page, to the shop page. So let's go to the dashboard, let's open the pages, all pages, and let's open also the edit page of the home page. And the pages, I should go and open the contact, so let's view that. And the shop page, let's view that as well. So now that I'm viewing the page, I have the URL here and I can copy the URL. If you grab only the slash, contact slash, this means that you have the dynamic URL. So it doesn't matter if you don't copy the whole domain name. Keep in mind that you can do that as well. And this is a dynamic URL. So we're going into the buttons, we're going into the Buy Now, and here I'm going to select the button, and then after that I'm going to paste here. Remember that you have to keep the slash and then the contact. No, this is for the contact page, so let's click the contact. Okay, slash contact slash. Okay, after that you can click the submit, and now the URL is entered in the button. After that, let's go into the products here and let's copy that. Let's go back to the home page, Buy Now, and then paste the URL here, click the submit and update the page. After that, let's go back to the home page. Let's close the shop page and the contact page. And here I'm going to refresh and I'm going to see if those buttons are working. So the Buy Now should go straight ahead to the shop page and it works fine. And let's go back, click the contact, and it should go to the contact page and it works fine. Okay, after that, let's see what we can fix later on. So I don't like the subscribe, as I have said, and we're going to fix it a little bit. It's not the ideal method to create a subscribe form, but it's what we have in this free tutorial. And also I would probably use, as I have said before, a plugin like the MailPoet, and I would create a subscribe form inside the MailPoet and then copy the shortcode of the form in the home page. So what we're going to do now is create 3 columns, and I'm going to put the content in the center. So after the get notified of our new products, I'm going to click here the plus, and I'm going to bring here a row element, row layout underneath here. Okay, and then I'm going to select 3 columns and click 3 again. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the form element, this one, which is the form element. I'm going to put it inside here. Now, if this doesn't work, because in some cases, Kadence, Blog, or Gutenberg, it's not ideal to move something inside a column, then you should just create here a simply paragraph element, add something inside, and then it will be easier to drag and drop inside the column. So now that I have this, I can go and select the email, and then I can select probably to expand the width. So let's go for 100% and let's update that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, it's better, and as I have seen here, the doesn't say accept terms and condition, but you get the picture. So this is better. I should just remove the space that I have here because I have the new element of the row and it has 75 pixels of padding. So let's go into the padding and let's put here 0 and 0. Okay, let's update that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, and we're good to go. Now, I also know that in the mobile view, I haven't added the cart into the menu. So I have to go into the customizer, I have to go select header, and then I'm going to select the tablet mobile header. And as you can see now, I cannot see the cart. So I need to grab the cart and I'm going to drop it here. Now, since I have also the search, it's depends on you what you want to leave. You want to leave the search as well here, or you want to remove it, or you want to drag it and put it before the cart. I usually do the cart into the left, and I will have it in the beginning of this menu. So this is the cart, and if we go into the mobile view, I can also see the cart. Now, probably I would select the cart element and maybe select to have a little bit less of the icon size in the mobile view, like 20, and the same for the text. So let's select that and let's go for 12 or something. 13, 12, 13, maybe 13 or 14. I think that this is better. And publish that. And I think we're good to go. Let's go into the other pages and see if we have forgotten anything. So this is okay. Let's go into the shop page. And this is okay as well. Let's go into the About Us page. Then we have the contact page. Here's the map, okay. And I think we're okay. Let's go into the checkout. Here we have connected the terms and condition here, but I should show you how you can change the page. So if you want to change the page and maybe put the privacy information or something different here, I guess this should be terms and condition, but if you want to put something different, you can go into the customizer, go into the WooCommerce and general. Let's go for WooCommerce and then general and then the checkout page. So here at the bottom, you can select here the privacy policy page and the terms and condition page, and this should be changed to the terms and condition that I have created. So let's select that. So now the link of the terms and condition in the checkout page would change to that of the page, and now we're good to go. Now let's go and see how fast is our website. So let's open the GTmetrix, let's copy the URL. And let's go to the home page and test it. And let's go also to the page speed inside and also paste it inside here. Now keep in mind that it's not the fastest web server here. The web hosting is not too great. It will take over 1 second to load from the server to bring results from the server. So it will slow down the website a little bit, but you will get the picture. And keep in mind that I also don't have any caching plugin enabled or something like that. Okay, this is the result, and keep in mind that, of course, as I've said, it's not the fastest web hosting company. If we go to the waterfall, we will see that it took 1 second and 1.1 seconds for the response of the website. So the web hosting company is not great, but as you can see, I have great numbers even without a caching plugin. We have JS here, JavaScript, and we have caching and CSS and caching, not caching, because we don't have any caching. These are big numbers, but you can also reduce, as you can see, the requests and the JavaScript and CSS if you are using a caching plugin. And if we go to the page speed inside, let's go and see 62 for the mobile phone. And also we haven't selected to cache anything, and also we haven't selected to remove and not remove but deliver images that are great for mobile, and we haven't used any of those plugins. And we have 98 for the desktop. So these are great numbers without doing anything else. Now, of course, I know that you have to add plugins for the shipping, for the payment methods. You have to add some more plugins that you may need for a WooCommerce website in order to work. But as you can see, if the basic structure is great and you are starting with great numbers. So that was my video. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.